Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm reading monologues, partly as voice practice, because my voice can be all over the place. I recorded my voice while hiking yesterday, and I could definitely feel like when I'm engaged in like more strenuous activities, it definitely falls to a place I'm not that comfortable with, but I think most of the time it sounds closer to this. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to try to read in sort of a more compressed voice, which I think doesn't sound as good and sounds a little bit like acting, but I think helps bring this baseline up to a better place, so we'll see. Okay, this is Helene in Ghosts by Henrik Ibsen. It's my duty to tell you this. You've spoken and I've listened, and tomorrow you'll speak again in public. But now it's my turn. Nothing that you said about me and my husband after you'd led me back to the road of righteousness, or whatever you call it, based on what you actually saw. None of it, was it? Because after that night when I came to you in utter despair, the second I came back to my husband, you never came near us again, and you never came to visit until after his death. And then it was only because of the business of the orphanage. You have no idea. You have no idea. The truth, I promised myself that one day I'd tell you the truth. My husband never reformed. He was the same when he died as he was when we were married, full of energy and mischief. Ha! Even if he couldn't do anything, he was just as debauched at the end as he was at the beginning. He calmed down a bit after Oswald was born, but I had to work even harder, and now I had a child, so no one would find out that the boy's father was a drunk and a lecher. But you know how charming he was. No one would ever believe anything bad about him. So I had to put up with it. The things he got up to in town, his drinking, the flirting, the whoring. Because, well, it wasn't in public. At least it wasn't in my face. But then the thing that really sickened me happened here. In this house, in that room. I came in for something, and the door was slightly ajar, and I heard voices, my husband, and the maids. I can still hear them. There was sort of a murmur from him. Then there was a laugh and the scrape of a chair, a sort of giggle. Then she whispered, "Don't, sir, I can't." He slept with a girl, and it wasn't once or twice. It was often, beneath my room, in her room, with her consent. And there were consequences. Oh, this house was a university of suffering for me.